Okay. Baddho dadhau raghupatir vividhadrikutai setung kapindra karakampita bhuruhangai sugriva nila hanumat pramukhairanikais lankam vibhishana drisha vishadagradagdham. Okay, and the first word is yeah, we need to look here. The words merge in Sandhi.
Badha.
Budva.
Yeah, sorry. So it's a gerund. Okay, so Vedanta. So what's the verb?
Budva.
Badh.
Bad. And that's the ending. Twa. Yeah, to construct. Yeah, we had it yesterday also. Badnihi. Okay, so badva would be therefore badva. So how we would translate this kind of kridanta?
Having constructed or having
Yes.
been constructed?
Having constructed or constructing something. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay. Okay. The next word. So if this one is badva, then the next word is there could be only one option. Udadhau. Okay. Udadhau. So what's udadhau? Is it a noun or a verb or?
It's a noun.
Yeah. That's correct. Noun. So what's the original form of the noun? Is it dual or
Udadhi.
yeah? So if it's udadhi, which case it is?
7.1.
Locative.
Yeah, locative. It's masculine gender. So masculine 7.1 udadhi. And we'll say a few words about it. Udadhi. So udadhi, what it literally means. I mean, we know the meaning, ocean or sea, but how do you know the derivation? Just by looking at the.
Uda means water.
Okay, yeah. Uda is water. Udadhi, uda, at the beginning or end of a compound. Yeah. So a more common word is udaka. Okay, udaka, and in Latvian language, the country where I was born and lived for 18 years, in Latvian language, the word for water is udens. So it's most likely coming from Sanskrit. Uda, udaka, and even I heard that the Russian vodka comes from udaka. That was there in one article. Anyway, udadhau and udadhi, and dhi comes from the verb dha, I believe, means to contain, to hold. So that which holds water. Okay, that which holds water. In the ocean. Okay, Raghupatir. Raghupatir. There is some noise coming. Please kindly mute yourself. Some hissing noise. You should have a mute option on your control panel. Otherwise, I'll need to go manually and do it. Second. Why it's not working? Okay, done. Raghupatir, Raghupatir. That's 1-1. The master Raghus dynasty. Okay. Next, Raghupatir. Vividhadrikutai. What's the next word? Vividhadrikutai. Again, we have a sandhi merging here. Kind of gluing together two different words.
Vividha.
Vividha, yeah. Adjective. So adjective, some words in Sanskrit are adjectives. They don't belong to any gender. Vividhadrikutai. Oh, wait, 1 second. Yeah, it's an adjective, but you know, let's read further. Vividhadri kutai. So vividha, then the next word would be
Adri or Adri.
adri. With short kutai. So then it's a whole samasa actually. Yeah, vividhadri kutai. So then it's noun. Which gender? Kutai.
3.
Masculine.
Yeah.
3.
Masculine. 3-3. So what is kuta? We had kutastha in some of the verses, and that meant fixed.
Situated. Situated.
So here,
Situated.
no. Kutastha means unchanging or fixed.
Content.
That was a conventional meaning, yeah. But literally, kuta means the tip or the top or the summit. So adrikutaihi is the third case. So maybe with or by. Okay. Again, this noise is coming. Please kindly mute yourself. You can always talk when you press the space button. Space, key. By the summit.
I think it's still not been muted, Nityanand ji.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So Vividhadrikutai, by or with the summits, which kind of summits? Of the mountains. The mountains. And there is also a word Vividha. Vividha means various, okay? Vividha. Of various mountains. Oh.
Vividha is a single word or V is a prefix? The first V and Vidha.
It's treated as a single word. It's derived from Vidha, meaning like a variety. So Vividha, okay, Vishesha Vidha, it could stand for Vishesha Vidha or Vibhinna Vidha, like there is a derivation, yeah. So it comes from vidha. Sometimes they say nana vidha, kind of different varieties. Even though it's a bit redundant in English, some things that are redundant in English are okay in Sanskrit. So anyway, of various mountains, and we'll see which usage we need to see here. So setum, okay, setum is okay, masculine of setu. Second case singular. Setum, the bridge, okay. The bridge. Kapindra kara kampita bhuru hangai. So this is all long samasa. Again, when you read in Devanagari, there are no hyphens to help you out. There are no spaces also. It's all being done in Romanized Sanskrit for the ease of reading and understanding. But Kapindra kara kampita bhuru hangai. And I can understand that it is a samasa because I don't see endings on Kapindra, on kara, on kampita. There can't be visargas, and also it cannot be sambodhana also. Oh king of monkeys, oh hand, or trembled. It also makes no logical sense. So therefore, I conclude that this is all long samasa. I'm just kind of thinking aloud, so that those of you who are learning about samasas, you can understand how to recognize that these are individual words or these are parts of samasa. Okay, bhuru hangai is the last. So again, it's a noun, it's masculine, it is 3-3 also, just like kutaihi. So these two are related. Definitely related. So what would it mean? Let's start from the end as usual. Peter Puruhangai. So what's the final word? Most likely angai. Okay.
Yeah.
We know what is anga. Anga means limb or a part. Okay, parts. Next, bhuruha. So probably this will be parts of something. So parts of bhuruha. What is bhuruha? What it refers to conventionally? Tree. Bhuruha, and the derivation is that which grows from the earth. Bhuruha. So bhu is the earth and ruha is something that grows from the dhatu ruh. And convention, and it is a nitya samasa. Nitya samasas are samasas that conventionally refer to a specific thing, even though bhuruha, could mean different things that grow from the earth, but specifically it refers to trees. Okay, by parts of trees, kampita, shaken. Okay, I see a kridanta here, yeah, from the kamp dhatu, to tremble. And kampita is, you can say trembling or made to tremble. It could have both. It could be causative or not causative. Shaken by kara, let's say hands, and kapi indra, that's another samasa, by hands of the kings of monkeys. Okay, with or by parts of trees shaken by hands of the kings of monkeys. So the commentary actually says that the parts of trees spoken about here refers to branches. Branches. So tree has branches as its parts. Okay. And next, Sugriva Nila. Oh, another big samasa. Not so big. Sugriva Nila Hanumat Pramukhair. Okay, so we'll shorten here. Again, masculine. 3-3. Air, aihi. By samasa. No, by sandhi, sorry. So Sugriva Nila Hanumat Pramukhaihi. So we know the names. Sugriva, one who has beautiful or strong neck, okay? Griva, or Su is special. Sushtu can be a abbreviated form of Sushtu, means well, good. Nila, okay, that's blue. Hanumat, one who has a jaw. So his jaw was injured by Indra, okay. And then Pramukhaihi. So this word Pramukhaihi meaning, what means Pramukha? Anybody?
Led by.
Yeah, but
Like
literally,
leader.
literally,
Most important.
yeah,
Pramukha.
yeah, important,
Foremost.
leaders,
Most important.
yeah, the main people, Pramukha. Pramukha, okay. And okay, we can actually, let's go to the next word, Anikair, and then we'll come back and translate this one. Anikair. What's Anika? Anika is like army division. Anika. Anikapa is a commander. Okay, so Anika is a front row, array, march, army, forces. Okay. Anika. Whether by army forces. Okay. Army forces. And now we go back to this word because this is an adjective of that. Army forces, which has Sugriva, Nila, and Hanuman as their generals, as their main leaders. Okay. Having Sugriva, Nila, and Hanuman as leaders. Okay. So this is a Bahuvrihi Samasa. We are not speaking about the leaders who are Sugriva, Nila, and Hanuman, but we are speaking about the armies whose the leaders of which are Sugriva, Nila, Hanuman. Then Lankam. Well, that's easy. Feminine. There could be only one option. 2-1.
Sri Lanka.
Nityananji,
Yes.
I have a question with the word Lankang. So, as you taught us, like if there is a dot above M, it should be pronounced as Ang, right?
Yeah.
Then why not in Lanka we use M instead of N, and then the dot above, if you see Lankam.
Well, this
Lankam.
This ng is a bit more guttural in its character. In other words, like ka, k, g, g, ng. It comes in the kavarga, which are the throat sounds from the throat when your tongue leans on the backside of your throat. So technically, if you go super, analytically, then that would be a bit more deep than the anuswara, where the tongue kind of just goes to the roof of your mouth, not exactly to the throat. So that's my understanding, because yeah.
But they both are being pronounced, I think, in the same way.
The
sound
pronunciation
comes out in the same way.
Sound is there is if you really want to go analytically, there will be a slight difference which is really difficult to hear unless you are physically together with the person and really you're standing next to me, and then you will hear it. Otherwise, yes, sounds are very, very similar, but yeah, one is guttural and one is anuswara. One is
what did you say? Guttural?
Guttural means this kantya. It's pronounced at your throat.
Okay.
Just like the whole kavarga. So.
Okay.
But I don't think that that just in normal chanting or Sanskrit speaking, people go that particular about this specific pair. Like anuswara and this nga. It kind of both sounds become kind of same because they're so similar to the ear. So, but again,
exactly.
if we go and analyze it by description, then there should be a difference, and there is a difference, but it's just very, very subtle.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then vibhishana drisha vishad. Okay. Next word is, who can tell me the next word after vibhishana? What would be the next word?
Drisha and then Avishad.
Yeah.
It's a joint.
Drisha. Okay. Two words merged together. So vibhishana drisha would be okay. So what's the original word there? Drisha. Is it a feminine noun ending in a like Radha, or it's something else? Vibhishana drisha. I can say it's feminine.
Drik is
yeah. The word
direction. Drisha is
the word is drish, undeclined. It becomes drik in first vibhakti, singular, drik. And drisha would be 3.1. Okay, drisha. So vibhishana drisha. Drish means if it's a noun. Otherwise, it's a dhatu, means to see. If it's a noun, it means vision or direction. It can also mean direction. So vibhishana drisha 3.1. We can probably guess which kind of meaning. By vibhishana's direction. Okay. Probably instrumental usage. Okay. By means of that. So therefore, avishad is the next word, and this is a verb. What's the verb? Vish. Vish means
to enter.
Yeah. Which means to enter. And avishat, what kind of tense it is?
past tense.
Lung, yeah, past tense, lung. It's an easy past tense. Avishat. Entered. Avishat. You might think that a is negative prefix, but no. 2 of the 3 past tenses require that you use one specific prefix here, a, and that's not a negative one. It's just a part of the past tense. You apply an ending and you apply this a in the beginning. So entered. Agradagdham. So agra means, agra could mean and. Okay. Agra.
Agra is beginning, right?
Sorry. Yeah, beginning. Agra can mean just the end point of something, and it could mean a beginning also. So agra dagdham. Dagdha means burnt. Okay. It's a kridanta. Kridanta from the verb dah.
So Dagdham means burnt, and Agra means the beginning. You said, right?
Yeah, agra can mean just
Okay.
agra, foremost, anterior, first, prominent, project. So foremost point or part. So it can refer to the point of, like, for example, you have a stick. So agra could refer to the both sides of the stick, the points. Okay. Now front. Okay. The different meanings. But then foremost. Okay. It also means, as somebody already said, like previous, referring to the past. Let me see if that meaning is a front. Okay, so front in the sense of being already there. I guess. Okay, here
To be ahead.
The nearest and the beginning. Okay, I think this is from where it comes. The beginning is something that was there before, so therefore it refers figuratively to the past. So agra is.
Can you please write down there next to that agra so that
Okay.
we can remember? Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just switching on my cursor. So burnt before, and again it's okay before. So in front. Also in the beginning. Sorry. I mean, it's all kind of figurative. In the beginning. Okay, so the verbs are the main verb is avishat. Avishat. So what is the karta or the subject of avishat?
Raghupatihi.
Raghupatihi.
Yeah. Raghupatihi. So. He entered what? The object?
Setum.
Setum would be connected to something else.
Lankam.
Lankam, yes. He entered Lanka.
But then burnt would come for Lanka, no?
Sorry.
Hmm.
1 second. Okay. Well, he entered Lanka also. Let's start connecting other things. The first word is badha. Okay. Constructing or having constructed. It's connected to the main kriya. Entered. now the object of construction is the bridge.
Setu.
Yeah, here it comes. And vividhadrikutaihi. Okay, udadhau. What about udadhau in the ocean? It's a location of the construction site. That's the construction site. Ocean. Okay, constructing in the ocean the bridge. Vividhadrikutaihi, with the peaks of mountains. Okay. Where the mountains, which kind of peaks, where the branches of trees were shaken by the hands of the monkeys. Okay, so where do we connect this Vividhadrikutaihi?
Setu? Is it
Constructing, yeah, constructing with, yes, I think so, because, oh, what happened? Because it is an instrument. Constructing with what? With the, where is it? Okay. The
I think
instrument.
somebody's mic is still unmute, so there's a lot of background.
Okay. So it's instrument. So therefore, constructing with, yeah, with the summits of various mountains. So not just small pebbles and rocks, but there were whole tops of mountains thrown into the ocean. And which kind of summits that had all that, the branches of trees. Yeah. Next, Sugrivanila Pramukhaira Nikair. I don't think we connect all that, the army forces to Badva. I think we should connect it to Avishat. So he entered with, okay, that's called Sahartha, like Saha, together with.
Also, it can be that he built the bridge through armies of monkeys.
That's also true. It could work in both directions. Like he built the bridge together with the armies led by means of.
It already mentions in the Kapindra Karakampita Bru. There it says king of monkeys. Already it is said it's been done
well,
by the king of monkeys. So that sentence is finished. No, like what you said is going with the army force.
That is also fine. I think here we just can kind of exercise our liberty and connect. I would just because anyway both kriyas are connected together, so let's just connect this with army forces to entered anyway. It would kind of connect to Badva as well.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, would it be possible to consider proximity, because there is Pramukhaira, Anikaira, and Lankam?
Yeah. I also thought, because that is in the second part of the verse. So I thought to just connect it to Avishat, because that's also in the second part of the verse. And the other Kutaihi and Buruhangaihi to Badva. So yes, proximity, yeah. So third case here, Sahartha. You remember that Sahartha means together with, and this third case here is Karana or instrument, not the cause. There are two separate meanings. One is the Karana with the long A, like the cause of all causes, Sarva Karana Karanam, and this is Karana with a short A, Karana, tool, instrument, by means of. Okay, so with army forces that were led by Sugriva, Nila, and Hanuman. So he entered Lanka, which was, yeah, and we have some adjectives here. Which kind of Lanka? The Lanka which was already burned previously by Hanuman. So it's kind of, yeah, it's interesting how this is a summary of Ramayana. And there are, you know, so many incidents happening in between the lines. But nevertheless, Shukadeva Goswami, the speaker of the Bhāgavatam, manages to kind of subtly hint at some of those incidences by, you know, slipping in some, you know, descriptions like Agradagdham, which was burnt before. So Parikshit Maharaja, who has already heard Ramayana many times, you know, that would kind of awaken in his memory the narration about Hanuman previously, you know, going there for Sita and being captured and then burning the Lanka and returning. So, and it's just suggested by one Agradagdham, just by that word, that whole incident is suggested. So it's kind of really nice to see how they summarize it. Okay, so, and yeah, we have last word, Vibhishana Drisha. Where do we connect Vibhishana Drisha? It's a third case, could mean the cause, could mean instrument, could mean the specific characteristic, could mean Sahartha, like together with, but most likely not. So what is it?
Badwa under the direction of his construction.
Well, they're too far from each other. Vibhishana Drisha is likely to connect it to something else. You see, by Vibhishana's direction.
They entered Lanka by Vibhishana's direction?
Yes. Vibhishana was advising Rama because he was from there. So he knew the strategic points. So they entered by Vibhishana's direction. And therefore, what it is here, it's the cause. Due to Vibhishana's direction, they entered. Maybe not. I think Karana instrument by means of Vibhishana's direction. What are your opinions? The third case usage. If you have that reference document that I published on the website, what would we classify this usage as? I think somewhat that it is a sort of instrumental. Sounds to me. I don't know if you have some other opinions. Let's discuss. I mean, anything would work one way or the other. Everything makes somewhat some sense, but it's just, I think intuitively that it's instrumental, you know, with the help of, with the help of Vibhishana. Instruments, that's what they're meant for. They're meant to help us. There could be instruments like a hammer or axe, and sometimes things like advice or direction, they also can assume kind of an instrumental role in something. That's just my take on it. All right. So we have here the sentence: the master of Raghus, having constructed the bridge in the ocean with the summits of various mountains, the branches of the trees on which were shaken by the kings of monkeys, he has, okay, no, not has, he entered with army forces led by Sugriva, Nila, and Hanuman. He entered Lanka with the advice of Vibhishana. Lanka, which was burned in the past, burned before. So as someone has pointed out, that Pramukhai here, Sugriva, Nila, Hanumat Pramukhai, it could be just translated led by, okay? It's too much to say army forces which had such and such and such as leaders, okay? It's much shorter in English to say led by. That's just a translation tip, a shortcut. Okay, so here is the verse. Any questions, any observations?
What is the word for only army in Sanskrit?
Army, Anika.
Anika.
Anika, yeah.
And here, and Anikahi becomes with army forces. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a third case, yeah.
Okay.
With army forces, he entered.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Well, that's all from me today. And yeah. Just a second. Oh, who? Excuse me, Vijay. Who is Vijay?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is...
Yes. Would you like to say a few words about yourself? You are contributing a lot on the meetings.